Hello from a hot Ireland. It is beautiful today, wow. But I got a email a few days ago from someone asking me what my favourite music moment was, and I thought they meant like concerts and stuff like that. So I wrote back about some concerts I dug, and then the person wrote back and said, no, I was asking about your music. And I was like, my music? And the first moment that always comes to mind, sticks out in my mind, because it's my favourite musical moment of my career. I don't have a career, but you know what I mean, was when I went to Malmo. Me and my friend went to Malmo to record an orchestra for my first record, Hold On to the Colours, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. I'd never written for that many people before. I'd actually never written for anyone before. I had it was a new thing for me, and kind of scary, because there was 40 minutes of music I wrote first. Just the orchestral stuff. It was 40 minutes of orchestral stuff. And because you've never done it before, if you write something wrong, they'll play it wrong, but they're not playing it wrong. It's because you've wrote it wrong. And it was such an amazing experience. It was incredible. It was incredible. Just to see these people who are so great at what they do play my arrangements. I was so honoured, and I couldn't be there for a lot of it because I was kind of upstairs kind of producing it, and my friend who came with me, he was like recording it on a camcorder, and he's seen all of it. So he had the best time, he had the best seat. It was just like him and an orchestra. And I did go down at one point. I was like, I have to go down, and I went down. And when I walked in, the conductor, who was a great conductor, was like, "Maestro!" And I said, "Oh, hey." And he goes, "Wow, I didn't realise you were so young." And I was like, "Did you expect some old dude?" We laughed for a bit. And that was cool. That was just so great. And Kilcha, who was engineering it, the sound he got was so amazing. Fucking great, man. So that was my favourite music experience of mine, because I was 23 at the time when I did it, and I think about 23, and you're so full of just hope and blind optimism and you're delusional, and there was one part where we got these Wagner horns, or Wagner tubas, these guys to play. I'd written out this part for it in Hold On to the Colours, and that was so cool just to see that we kind of recorded them separately, and just to see these guys. It was kind of, when I said it to Kilcha, the guy who's recording it, he was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I was like, "Can we get them?" He's like, "Yeah." And it was about 22 string players, about that, 22 string players, and the horns. And it was just amazing experience. But on that note, I put out some sessions from that recording session. We did just some strings. I didn't put out all the strings and all the orchestral stuff, but there's a little bit of things. There's a cool little double bass part on Think All Day, one of the tracks that I just put the strings out for, and I had originally written it to be bowed. I must check the score, and I think at the time when it was played, we were like, don't think that works. So it's pizzicato, and it's just a cool little kind of moment. It's always those little moments that are kind of cool, and yeah. So if anyone has time, have a listen to that. But yeah, that was my favourite moment, and totally blew my fucking mind. It was a trip. It was a fucking trip. Cheers.